I might have to end up getting a new freaking phone tonight. Yes, after baseball. I can see it. It's not right. Something's not right. This phone is just shot, man. 2.5 years of just destroying this phone, I guess, man. It might be time for an upgrade here. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, man. I don't know. Well, there's something I can do. And I was actually almost bought. Yeah, my phone went off, Andy. I'm sorry. I don't know. It freezes. And I'm talking, and then I look back at the screen, and it's been frozen for like 2 minutes. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it happened. I know it's gonna happen again, so I'm apologizing before it happens. And of course, this is starting the day before I'm gonna be doing probably what 12 hours of live footage tomorrow. But it's just my luck, man. So worst comes to worst, I'm gonna have to get a new phone tonight. At After freaking baseball, which I don't want to do. What's up, Mike Rutan? Ruben, Kari, Logan, what's up? No Mo's back. Logan P. All right, so hey, what's up, my man? FG Jensen. You got a comment in the video. I want to make you a moderator there, Mr. Jensen. Yeah, Logan, it's I'm excited. I definitely am excited. The weather looks pretty good. So it's something that I'm looking forward to. But you got it. That's why. Yeah. I don't want to go that far there, Ruben. And I don't know if I should even say anything about that. I can see it. This thing is going to die on me again. Mother. All right, so let me see how far we can get into this video. Oh, cool, TiVo, man. On Roku. I actually might start. That's something I got to about when I get back from Milwaukee. We'll bring that up. I got an offer to go on Roku. I was talking to Sean Perry back. I didn't even know what the hell Roku was. Or maybe it was Hulu. Hulu? Roku? I don't know the difference. All right. So, this is the kit. Now, again, if you watched the first part of this video before it crashed, $139. I honestly thought it was $179, but it was $139. Did a video on it. It was funny. It was great. It was really epic because when we were filming the video, it was still available when I started the video. I could add it to my cart. I did add it to my cart. See, it's kind of jumping around this live vid. I don't know what the problem is, man. I got 97%. But anyway, so it sold out live while we were on the live stream. It was pretty damn cool. MF Jensen loves the live stream. Yeah, it's cool, man. Definitely something I enjoy too. Because I don't have to edit anything. Not that I edit anyway. But, alright, so again, this is the 3 combo kit. This is, yeah. Hammer drill, impact driver, circular saw. $139. Again, we were at Home Depot last week. And we were talking about the impact driver for 99 bucks. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking about getting it only because, I was getting the radius light, and that was 88 bucks. But we were having a good conversation about this impact driver. And, it was $99. The fact that you can get not only the impact driver, and this was bare tool for 99 bucks. How's the picture, guys? It looks like it's stopping, and it's just something's not right, man. But anyway, it's got me flustered. I'm flustered. But yeah, so this is the impact driver again, $99 bare tool. This entire kit with a 4 amp hour battery and a 2 amp hour battery, $139 for an extra 40 bucks. 2 more brushless tools, 2 batteries, and a charger. Now, I did notice the charger. Where is she? Now, this should be the 118, I believe. Yep, this is the 118. So, it's not their best charger that they have. Now, this came with the hammer drill kit. So, it's kind of weird. Well, the hammer drill kit was $139 also, but that didn't come with the extra tool. It only came with 1 4-amp-hour battery. So this came with a 2-amp-hour battery and a circular saw. So, but, yep. So if you do buy those other kits, that is not a combo kit. Maybe you get the hammer drill kit and the impact driver kit, or just, you know, the combo kits of the circular saw, recip, or impact driver. You're probably going to get this charger. Believe it's the 117. Believe so. But charger, it's fine. Excellent. Especially for the price, as we talked about. They do throw in a blade, 7 1/4 inch. We'll be slapping on one of those Diablos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But this should be fine. Maybe I will throw this on it first. Maybe for the review, we'll keep the Ryobi on, since not everyone's gonna have a Diablo. Why so, Gary Rathall? Can you compare Ryobi to Milwaukee DeWalt? Why so much less expensive? It's less expensive because it's not as good. Has, you know, the components that make up the tool are not as good as the Milwaukee or the DeWalt. DeWalt is more of a professional brand, and Ryobi is more of a homeowner's brand. So the gist of it is, you know, you get what you pay for. They're at different price points for a reason. Much like a good, what am I can compare it to? I don't want to say a good car, but you know, how about how about an iPhone compared to a track phone? Something like that, right? ES Martin. Oh, ES Moran, what's up? I remember you, buddy. How you been, man? I'm glad these comments are working. Jonathan M. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Picture's decent. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's honestly, it's really just time for a new phone. It sucks switching phones. I know this phone. I got everything. I know where everything is, kind of, and everything. And I don't really want to do it before Milwaukee, but something's not right. You know what I'm saying? All right. So again, we got the impact driver. Again, one of the most powerful impact drivers on the market. It is a little bit bigger than most of your brushless impact drivers. You know, we'll definitely compare. This is more of an unboxing, just to kind of let you know that, hey, man, I got one, and we're going to be reviewing it at some point. We'll bring out the hammer drill. You guys know about the hammer drill. This was the first live review that I ever did. And one of my favorite ones. But yeah, this is a great hammer drill for the dollar, man. It looks a little different than the other. See, what's up with that? See, this one looks different. I don't remember that one plus on the back. Now, if I could find the other freaking hammer drill, it would help, but well, who the hell knows where it is. But yeah, it's a great hammer drill, guys. You know, again, for the price point, it was $139 with a free brushless tool of your choice and a 4-amp-hour battery. Obviously, this deal blows it away. But again, it is what it is. And here's the circular. Here's your 4-amp-hour battery. Now this is, wow, this is pretty light. Now obviously it doesn't have a battery in it, but let me just take out the rest of this stuff here. We'll get rid of the box. All right. So here is your 4 amp hour and 2 amp hour battery, which again I'm excited for because now I have like maybe 3 4 amp hour batteries, which is pretty damn cool there, yeah. And here is, let's see, the P1070. So it comes with a 1.5 and a 4, not a 2. So excuse me. Ryobi drill and impact. I had the brushless drill smoking. It's got those big spit on, I think. Welcome, Gary. Yeah, Carlos. Daniel. Boy. Hey, Best Tech. About freaking time, Best Tech. Just got rigid radio with the kit. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know what radio you're talking about, bud. Yeah, so again, 1.5 and the 4. Again, 139. I want to thank that gentleman. I don't know if I should say, but thank you. All right, so here is the. I got the brushed circular, and it works. Yeah, and guys, obviously this was a great deal. Yo, que pasa, amigo EJM? I know, Best Tech, you're a good dude. And I want to thank Philip Bedreau. I hope he comes on. He donated during my last live stream. It was going crazy. I didn't even notice it till the end of the video. But here's a shout out to you, Philip. Thank you. I never owned Ryobi. Is any good? DeMarcus. I know DeMarcus. Now, DeMarcus is an old time viewer. He used to be into DeWalt like you wouldn't believe. Every video. Well, DeWalt. DeWalt. Then he started watching and he started seeing Milwaukee. And I believe DeMarcus is now a Milwaukee man. Well, Jonathan, you get what you pay for, my man. You know, it's not a premium brand. So I have known people that have had these batteries for 4, 5, 6 years. Right, there's the Marcus. ES too expensive. Sup, Carlos? I mean, no. Listen, Jonathan. It's good to share your honest, not only opinion but experiences with anything that we do live here or any review. But you have to factor in what you're getting for the price. Now, obviously, if this was the same price as DeWalt, Makita, obviously no one's going to buy it. We're not going to buy it. But even after you said you threw a couple batteries out after a year and a half, I believe the batteries are covered for 3 years. So you should have been able to at least switch them out. I believe it's 3, might be 2, but I think the value of a lot of their stuff. Now, again, this is their new brushless line. It's been out maybe 9 months, maybe a little bit longer than that. We tried the hammer drill. I mean, for the money, it's a great hammer drill. For the homeowner, I don't think you'll ever have an issue with it. We did some stuff with it. We did a live review. Used it a couple times before I did that and after. Listen, they're not as smooth as the premium brand, Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Metabo, whatever you want to call Hilti. These are professional grade tools. But for the guy that's not going to use them too much, and it makes sense for a lot of people. Now, if you're a contractor, you're a tradesman. Now, again, we talked about this several times. People are going to this stuff. Now, is it the small time electrician, the small time plumber, the small time tradesman? No, because they usually got themselves maybe 2 or 3 other guys. They have the Milwaukees. I have seen them with Ryobi though too, but forget about that. They're more gonna. You know what? I know the guys I work with. Got a small crew. Something happens, not a big deal. I can kind of take care of it. There's just a couple tools. When you get into the contractors, the guys who have a lot of people working under them, and you know, a lot of the times they got to supply these tools. I mean, and a lot of the times they don't even have to do it. The workers do. And like I said, where I'm at, there's a lot of immigration, a lot of immigrant workers kind of that do a lot of the construction up here. And they don't really care about Milwaukee, DeWalt. I don't care about Metabo or Makita or Bosch. They see what's the price of this? All right, $89, $199. All right, this green one with this, what's this called? Ryobi. All right, grab that sucker. So, and now they have a brushless line. So it's something, that people are doing. Now, I don't agree with it. I don't think anyone would condone it, but people are using this stuff. And a lot of people have commented saying, yeah, I use it too under the videos, and I love it. I haven't had an issue. Again, just I'm just kind of being honest here. And that's really it. Oh, this has a weird spot here for the, okay. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, that's the one thing that, with the Ryobi obviously doesn't use a slide-on pack. They use a torpedo-like battery. Let me see if I got one. I do. I'm just looking to see if this looks any different from the other one. But as you can see, it's in a little different. I'll tell you, this thing is really light. Now, again, it doesn't have a blade on it, but, for the size of it, I mean, this thing is pretty light, guys. And again, with me and my age, I really like the compact, light tools. Obviously, you want comfortability and how smooth and obviously how well it cuts. But, the first thing that I kind of go after is the balance, how comfortable and how light it is. I mean, this thing is really light. And it is a 7 1/4. I don't think you're going to see too many 6 1/2. You got to remember, with the technology that's out now we have brushless, okay? And I'm sure in 10 years, there'll be something that's better than brushless. But soon as these brushless tools started coming out, then obviously there's a little bit more torque, a little bit more, right, a little bit more battery life and stuff like that. So now you're seeing the 7 1/4. I don't think you're going to see any new circular saws that are brushless anyway. Well, I don't think you're going to see any more new tools, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously, you're going to have brush tools, obviously, that come out that are not traditional type tools. But I'm talking about brushless. I don't think you're going to see any more 6. I don't know if there was ever. I think Milwaukee had a brushless 6 1/2 inch circular saw. I think they still do. But anyway, yeah, I think, the 7 1/4. Now we're getting into that like corded power. That's what you get with the brushes. You get a little bit more power, a little bit more initial torque over the brushed. So, I mean, this is a nice circular saw. I'm kind of looking at the circular saw more than the other tools because I really haven't seen this at all. Obviously, I did a review on the hammer drill, and we played with the impact before, but has a real nice plate to it. It's really comfortable. It's got that nice grip on it. I like it, man. Now, obviously, this is just an unboxing here, but yeah, I like how light it is, man. And again, you don't really have to use a 4 amp hour battery. That's the thing. I believe some 3 amp hour batteries are coming out by Ryobi, but as you see, DeWalt now has a 3 amp hour slim pack, right? There's rumors of maybe Milwaukee getting slimming down the batteries a little bit. We looked at the Hitachi. I don't know with these torpedo style batteries if you're going to be able to make them a little bit more compact. I don't know. Maybe you can, but yeah. Well, from the pictures, it looks like the 3 amp hour battery that Ryobi's coming out with. It almost looks like it's the same size as the 4. But if you think about it, that's the size of a 4 amp hour battery. Now we know there's this torpedo piece that obviously is where it goes into the tool, but I mean, look at the size difference here. You know what I'm saying? And this is a 5 amp hour. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that 9 amp hour battery by Rigid, because this 5 one, I mean, I haven't really had any issues with it underperforming. I like I said, I think the Rigid batteries are very much on par with the Ryobi batteries. I just don't think they're that great. But I am looking forward to see what the new 9 amp hour looks like, the new Octane Bluetooth. But yeah, I mean, when you look at the Ryobi stuff, it kind of looks a little chintzy and stuff. Oh, you have a nice light here. You got the nice. I mean, this is a really nice circular saw. I think Ryobi did a great job with these brushless tools. And you got to remember, guys, they can't, or they are not going to, for not only one reason, is price point. Okay, the price point, they kind of got to keep the price low, but they don't want pros using this stuff. They don't want. They want the homeowners to grab this stuff. So, and they don't want this to infringe. TTI doesn't want this to people to be buying this over the Milwaukee stuff, because Milwaukee is their pro grade and their margins are probably higher and stuff. But you know, there's a huge market for this. Yeah, Jonathan, and that's a good question. I talked about that with Rigid. I think it was July 2016 that the Ryobi 6, I mean the Rigid and Ryobi for that matter of fact, the Rigid and the Ryobi batteries were supposed to be coming out around Christmas. So Christmas 2016, they never came out. Christmas 2017, they didn't come out. Now we finally got, I believe, the 6 amp hour Octane is out by Rigid. But from what I hear, Jonathan, I believe late May. They say summer. I mean, that's a wide margin. Rigid play games. They force you to bike into warranty band. They won't warranty. And yeah. What do you think of the Rigid brushless circular saw? I like it. Canada. I like it a lot. Before I got my hands. I gotta decline. Hold on. Before I got my hands on the. I really liked. Oh yeah, the Rigid impact wrench, the mid torque. I can't say enough good things about the Rigid mid torque impact wrench. I love it. Before that came out and before I got my hands on that, I would say honestly their brushless circular saw was my favorite tool by them. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. You kind of got to get used to the. It's a little bit. It's big and it's heavy. I can tell you it's heavier than this. They did a good job keeping this light. Now you don't know, is it light? See, that's the thing. When a Milwaukee or a DeWalt is light, you kind of think to yourself, all right, they did this on purpose. They did it to make it light for the tradesmen. They wanted to, the design of it was to keep it light. When you get this, Porter cable, Ryobi stuff, a lot of time it's light because it's just made cheap. So it's something you have to, but I think they did a great job with it. It feels very solid. Yeah, I can't wait to really try it. Yeah, they did a great job. And again, I think, Milwaukee uses Ryobi to kind of just throw ideas out and to see how well that the public really likes something. And then if, they see it's a kind of a big hit, they might take it over to Milwaukee side of it. That's, but we will be in Milwaukee tomorrow. I am going to leave here probably 4:30 in the morning. to get on that damn plane, and we're gonna love it. We're gonna eat it. Yeah, EJM. I mean, to a degree. I don't. It's kind of like my hunch. I've seen a lot of things over the years that start with Ryobi and then they slowly make their way over to Milwaukee. Hey, Antonio, what's up, buddy? Antonio, this all makes it easy for right hand. Yeah, that's a good point, EJM. And that's the same thing with the rigid. I believe the rigid is the same. Um, right, the handle's on the right side. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Rigid circular circle. Yeah, Mr. Nate, I like it. It's a little heavy. You know what it is? I talked about it. I just got the Milwaukee circular saw not too probably like 6 months ago, maybe 8 months, 6 to 8 months ago. But I've had that rigid brushless for like 2 years, and when you have it and you use it, it's like whoa, this thing's pretty cool. Does everything it's supposed to do, cuts smooth, no issues at all. Then you go to that Milwaukee, and not only is it just a way, and some people don't like that Milwaukee circular saw. You hear a lot about it on Instagram. I absolutely love it, but once you go to the Milwaukee over the rigid, not only is it lighter, more comfortable to use, but man, does it cut! It cuts so much quicker and smoother than the rigid. But again, it's not bashing rigid, and you know I kind of might have a little image on this channel of bash, and it's not to bash rigid at all. Rigid is a homeowner brand, just like Ryobi. So it's not going to be as good. It's not priced as good. It's not made as good. And that's life, unfortunately. So most of the time, now there is exceptions, but most of the time it's just not going to be as good as the other stuff. It's not saying that it can't work. It's not saying that you can't use it as a tradesman for 5 years and have no issues. It's just, but when I do reviews, I base it on price a lot of the time. Because listen, if I'm gonna, review a Makita versus a Ryobi, every damn time the Makita's gonna probably beat the Ryobi. But when it comes, and that's why I did that video, the best impact drivers for your money. Because listen, this is $139 freaking dollars, man. $139. I mean, if you get freaking a year out of this stuff, you should be going bonkers. But you're going to get more than that. But if you're a homeowner, this should last you for your entire homeowning life. Yeah, you might have to buy new batteries. They might die after a couple of years. They're not as good. That's why they're priced different than the Milwaukee and the DeWalt batteries. Right? Because they're not as good. Again, you might have them and they might last you for 6, 7 years. But, oh, Canada, that's a good question. Like I said, I think there's going to be a chainsaw. I think we might get a table saw. Those are my two predictions. I mean, I know kind of a little bit, but I can't really say. But what I can say is that what Milwaukee is claiming and saying is that these new line of tools that they're going to be coming out with, hopefully tomorrow or Thursday, I'm going to be seeing them. But you will never need corded tools again. Okay? Now, obviously, with the Flex Volt and some of this Makita 36 volt type stuff, I mean, you kind of got that to a point already, but I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I mean, what are they doing? Are they going to maybe finally doing what DeWalt and Makita are doing? Now, DeWalt is doing it with the lawnmower, right? They're using two 18 volt or 20 volt batteries. Makita's been using two 18 volt batteries for their platform for a while. What is Milwaukee kind of doing here? And I also think might be a 12 amp hour battery. I think we're going to get that 12. Milwaukee does not like to be beaten. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, Bosch announced theirs probably 2 or 3 months ago now. DeWalt just announced their 12 amp hour flex volt maybe a week or two ago. So obviously Milwaukee's going to have something going on. That is the best deal. Yeah, Jonathan, it was a killer, man. And like I said, I went live with it, and it was available. I had it in my cart. We were talking about it. People are like, "Oh, it's sold out. It's sold out." Some people in the beginning, I think, said, "Oh, I'm getting it now." But I'm like, "Listen, you got to get this because this thing is going to sell out." So I was talking, and I actually wanted one of these, but it sold out. I didn't even get a chance to freaking hit the goddamn thing, but I was able to get one. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, man, it's a killer deal, and I would put this kit up against any kit that I've seen, and that's why I announced it in the title of it. This was an amazing deal, a 3-tool brushless combo kit with a 4 and a 1.5 amp hour battery, 139 bucks. Um, we're obviously going to do reviews of this stuff, and we'll see what happens, but Porter Cable is the low homeowner class. Ryobi, I wouldn't say that. I would say Porter Cable and Ryobi are right about on par. But Ryobi has a bigger line. And, right, Porter Cable has a brushless line that actually came out before Ryobi. Their brushless tools have been out for a year and a half, but they started off and everybody kind of got excited because they had a really nice value. They had the impact driver and the drill driver. I mean, 119 bucks. I don't think you got a 4 amp hour battery with it, but they stopped their brushless line. I haven't seen a new tool with Porter Cable since those two, the impact and the drill driver. That's it. They stopped after that. So again, what DeWalt has planned for Porter Cable, nobody knows. But again, I've never had I liked every Porter Cable. They're kind of like Ryobi, though. Like you said, they are. I mean, I wouldn't say Ryobi is middle homeowner class and Porter Cable is low homeowner class. I think they're both homeowner class. M18 metal cutting. Yeah, Chris Jones. There he is. 12s, huh? Musket for grinders, SDS, and whole hog. Yeah, I got a feeling, Chris. Boss usually makes review separate. Yeah, that's true, EJM. Why Daniel was asking me to review it now? Of course, Daniel. I mean, how long have you been watching? He knows that, EJM. I don't know what his problem is today. Porter Cable, good brand, hit or miss. Yeah, obviously I wouldn't buy, and that's the thing, because this stuff is usually on sale. I would never buy Ryobi or Porter Cable at full price because at some point now, obviously, if you need something right now, you're gonna have to do what you have to do. But if you can hold off, don't ever buy Ryobi, and actually, don't ever buy anything. Don't ever buy Milwaukee, Makita. Now, Makita, you might have to. They don't really do sales like DeWalt and Milwaukee do. I mean, Ryobi and Porter Cable and I mean, Bosch, they never really do it either. So you might be screwed with them. But Rigid, Ryobi, Milwaukee, DeWalt, I mean, it's hard because they usually do a lot of good sales. M12, that'll be a heavy tool. Porter Cable is still so good. Yeah, man. Like I said, they had a great reputation, man, before they got into some financial difficulties and obviously had to be sold or got bought by Stanley Black & Decker. Surge 12 volt. You know what? PC Prof, that's a great one. There's actually a lot of buzz about that on Instagram, believe it or not. PC Prof. Porter Cable's slow. Yeah, they are, Logan. It's hard to get into a platform where that's why, man, I was down on Bosch for so long. I'm like, come on. Now they're getting back into it, and they're getting back into it big time. Even their 12 volt. They just came out with a new 12 volt multi-tool, brushless. I'm sure 94 would love that. OG. Yeah, and we'll might do something tonight. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up on private message and on Instagram about that Milwaukee deal. I was so shocked on how many people are not only pissed off, but have brought back that, 12-volt combo kit from that video. Thank everyone thank, and it's not a big deal. And I thank Jay for finding it. Obviously, I would have found it today, but last night. But a lot of you guys bought that kit for 229, and it's kind of weird. And I think Milwaukee dropped the ball on that. I don't know how they expect. Now, I'm sure most of you guys would have ate the $30. Am I wrong? And comment after this video if you say this. But the 229 to 199 was not that big of a deal. All right, it hurts. Not a big deal. An extra $30. Who cares? I'm not going to go through all the hassle of. Maybe you should. I'm not saying, but let's call it 50-50. 50% might have brought it back for the $30. The other 50 would say, screw it. But not only was it $30 cheaper, but you got a 6 amp hour battery for free. I mean, I don't know how Milwaukee, or if you're going to do that, I would think that you would probably wait 3 months, right? Isn't it 90 days, the return policy at Home Depot? Wouldn't you wait until like, now maybe it's been out for 3 months, I don't know, but I think that's a really early to do a discount like that or a promotion like that. But I mean, good for you guys. That's awesome. What's the best platform for home mechanics? Home mechanics, David, Ryobi's fine, man. Porter cable's fine. Cobalt's fine. Whatever, home mechanic. I mean, this stuff's fine, man. But what I find is a lot of mechanics, they like using tools. They like the whole process. That's why they're a home mechanic. They like working on cars. They like doing tradesman type work. They like using tools. So a lot of mechanics, they want good stuff, man. No matter if you're a home mechanic or you're a working mechanic. And that's the thing. This is like marijuana. Okay? This is like marijuana, we'll call it. It's like a gateway drug. Your initial, 19-year-old tradesman who's going to school. He needs something cheap. His parents buy him a set of Ryobis to get him going through school. Or the homeowner just got a house. And you know how it is when you first buy a house. Oh man, I'm the weekend warrior. All right, I got to get a lawnmower. I want the trimmer. I want the hedge trimming. I need tools for the house in case something happens. And Ryobi is where a lot of people go to. The Porter cable, the Cobalt. It's the gateway drug. It's marijuana. Then they get a little taste. They see a little, they're walking through Home Depot, maybe with their wife looking for potting soil or tulips. You know what I'm saying? And they see, oh, there's Milwaukee set on sale. Now, I heard Milwaukee was damn good. Wow, that's a good price. That's almost the same price I paid for my marijuana or my Ryobi tools. And they get a little taste of the Milwaukee or the DeWalt, or the Bosch, whatever. They get a little taste of the Makita. Oh, this is on sale. And then what happens is, oh, Milwaukee's like the heroin. Oh, yeah. Man, this stuff is good. I need it. I need a fix. I need a fix to that Milwaukee or that DeWalt. And next thing you know, it's like, right, exactly. It's a great starting point. It's a gateway tool that you start falling in love with doing a lot of this stuff around the house, or now you have a hobby, whether you're a home mechanic, start doing woodworking and stuff. Now you got Milwaukee or DeWalt. And that's what it's good for, man. PCF, yeah, Craftsman, another good one. Boss is making me want to go and buy. How is it in California? It might be legal there. Who the hell knows? Great deal, Canada. M12 Surge sounds dope. Those small, simple. Yeah, tools are over torqued these days. Yokozuna. Halo. Whoa. How about we call you Yokozuna? 'Cause I'm a big WWE because of my kid. Yokozuna, we'll call you that. I can't pronounce that. But yeah, I think a lot of tools are. I mean, what do you need a 2200 inch pound impact driver for? I mean, you got to remember, everybody was doing fine when this was blue and it was a NiCad battery and it had, 1,000 inch pounds. Everybody was pretty happy. I mean, these tools are just, that's the industry, man. It's all about specs and over torque and what can this one do over this one. Um, but yeah, and that's why you don't have to look for that all the time. And that's what makes the Surge great. It's just a great impact driver. It's really not an impact driver, but it's a great driver. It's just so light, so smooth. No noise. It's so quick. It just sinks those fasteners super quick, and it's so smooth. Um, yeah, then that was the big thing. That'd be great if they had a 12. Yeah, I think it would do awesome. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna see. Been looking for Makita tools the past week. Yeah, Makita's, if you watch this channel, Jonathan, you know how I feel about Makita. And I still got to get some of that subcompact. And I've been really happy with the Makita subcompact stuff. I mean, really happy. Makita's really got a great platform now. Again, we still got to get some innovation from Makita, though. But, you got their 12-volt platform, okay? And the specs are really a lot of the same. If you look at the subcompact specs and the brushless 12-volt specs, they're identical. But it's all about not switching that battery platform. So they give you a lot of options, Makita. Now I'm talking about with your straight gateway tools, impact, hammer drill, circular saw, recip, your basic tools. Right. But yeah, William Wynn. In California, you grow it. Oh, wow. Me and 94 are big Craftsman guys. A-Cop and I bought in the house. Hey, good A-Cop. And you're doing good, man. I appreciate that. My man Scott D. I still got to get him his tape measure. I'm not in forget you, Scott. I had the old 9-volt Makita dog. Hunts T. Hey, what's up, buddy? All right, let me get out of here. But I might be on tonight. Any comments, questions? Guys, feel free. If you have any of this stuff. Now, you know how I feel about the hammer drill. Maybe I'll put a link to that video. I really like this hammer drill, guys. Especially for the price. But, as always, share your experience, what you think. But this kit for $139, like I said, I'd rate it up against any deal that I think I've ever seen, man. It is just a great deal. And especially for the homeowner who kind of never had the money. I hear it all the time. Yeah, I'd like to get brushless, but I don't really have the money. I don't really have the money to spend on going brushless. This is, $139 for 3 tools. And it's really all you need, man. You might want to add a recip saw, but you don't really need to. You got your 4, you got your 1.5, you got your charger. You're really ready to go. Yeah, Hunts, it's going good. We started last week, kind of full time. But yeah, we've been real busy, man. A lot of rain, a lot of cold weather. So and now I'm missing 3 days of work this week. So yeah, it's crazy. But I was gonna put up a video today on a lawn, but I'm like, I got Milwaukee tomorrow, man. I don't care about this stuff. But EJM, don't do that. You're gonna get me in trouble. I know what you're talking about, AJM too. In Canada, it's 80 degrees. Wow, handy. I think I hit up that Milwaukee 12-volt. Yeah, it's a good deal, man. $199, bro. It's a killer. Honestly, if you could have got in on this deal too. So $139, for a nice 18 volt platform here. And then for $199, you can grab that and have a brushless 12 volt and a brushless 18 volt. Again, for under $400, man. And you're getting 3 batteries with the 12 volt. You're getting 2 with this one. So you're going to be good. Thank you, Handy. Oh, no, thanks you. Hey, Lake and Walls. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you coming in, man. Personal preference, 18 volt better. I don't know, man. It matters what you're doing with it. You know, I think today's 12 volt tools, are really all you need for a lot of people. They're getting so powerful, man. They're getting so, it's really incredible. But you got to remember the big advantage to the 18 volt is the runtime. So that's the big kicker. So, with the price of batteries and the way that they just give them out for free with a lot of these kits, it might make a lot of sense to a lot of people. I've been talking about that for years, Lake and Walls. I mean, again, and they still sell a ton of those 12 volt tools, man. Every time I'm at Lowe's, I see some dude walking out with a 12 volt combo kit. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. Again, their focus isn't on Porter cable. It's really not in their 12 volt line. Their flex volt stuff, I really liked a lot of it. Besides their outdoor power equipment, which is terrible. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the wall. I don't know. I hear a lot of mixed things. I've heard from a lot of people that flex volt line's not doing too good, but I don't have anything to back it up, and from Home Depot people. But who knows? TJ, what's up, buddy? Yep, DeWalt still sells Nightcat also. Yep. All right, folks, let me get out of here. I might be around later, though. It's a possibility. But if not, I will see you tomorrow from the beautiful city and state, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for NPS 18.